Hi, this is Amit Rathi, and we will take our first sums on assignment. Whenever we look at assignment sums, the first thing which should come into mind is objective. What is the objective of sum? Whether it's maximization or minimization. Whenever they involves cost, distance, time, the objective should always be minimization. In this particular sum, we have workers and machinery. So the cost involved. So our objective should be minimization. The next step we look into the sum is whether the sum is balanced or not. By balanced we mean whether the row and columns are equal in number or not. If not, insert a dummy row or column suitably. In that, when we are looking at rows and column, that also gives a matrix type. What is the number of rows and column is a matrix type. If these are in this particular sums, we have 4 rows and 4 columns, that gives us a matrix types of 4. The next step involved is row penalties. In row penalties we mean we have to subtract each row by the list cost in that particular row. So we identify the list cost in each row and will subtract that cost with all the cells in that row. In this particular sum we have 8 in the first row, 4 as the list cost in second row, 15 as the list cost in third, and similarly 9 in the last one. We'll subtract those numbers by their respective cells in their respective rows, and that will give us a new matrix which will lead to our next step. So in this if we subtract these numbers, we get a new matrix which have numbers which are subtracted from the list cost in each row. Now the next step involved is column penalties or column subtraction, which is very similar to the row penalties. In column subtraction we'll follow the same method. We'll identify the list cost in each column and we'll subtract that list cost with all the numbers in that column. If we look at the rows, if we look at the columns in this new matrix, we have 0 in the first column, 0 in second column. Similarly, third and fourth column also have 0 as the list cost. So the matrix won't change after subtracting the list cost. So now the next step involved is the to cover the zeros with minimum number of lines. We'll draw the lines horizontal or vertical so that all the zeros are covered, and we'll count the number of lines. This is important because if the number of line drawn are equal to your matrix type, which we discussed is 4 here, is equal, we'll follow the box cross rule. Otherwise we need to follow formalities which we will take in other sum. So in this particular sum we have 4 line drawn and our matrix type is also 4. So the sum can be said to be we can take the next step, that is box cross rule. So in the box cross rule what we do is let me complete the sum first. So in the box cross rule we identify the rows which have exactly 1 0. So we mark that particular 0 and cross out all the zeros in that column. So we'll identify the rows which have 1 0 and we'll cross out the remaining 0 in that column. Now we'll follow, after repeating the step for all the rows, we'll follow for the column. Now in this sums we have, in the first row we have 1 0. So we'll mark that, we'll cross that, we'll box that 0, and since there is no other 0, so no question of striking out other 0. In the second column we have exactly 1 0. Similarly in third and fourth we have exactly 1 0. So we'll box all the zeros, and this represent as the optimal assignment. So the 0 will identify which worker should be given which machinery. So in the sum we have W1 is given machinery 1 and the cost involved in that is 8 rupees. Similarly W2 is given machinery 3, the cost involved is 4. W3 is given W4 and the cost involved is 15. W4 is given W2, the cost involved is 9. So the total minimum cost which will come out will be a sum of all the cost assigned to each worker, and that is 36. So that is the answer for this sum. If you have any doubt, please mail me at edueguru@gmail.com. Thank you.